Isaiah 44:21. Remember this, O Jacob and Israel, for thou art my servant. I have formed thee, thou art my servant. O Israel, thou shalt not be forgotten of me. What an assurance God gives here. Here God calls the old name and the new name of Jacob, O Jacob and Israel. Yes, he was once Jacob, but God has changed him. God has really worked such a marvelous work in him. So God gave a new name to Israel, to him as Israel. He says, "You are my servant, you are my child." He says, "I have formed thee." It is I who formed thee. I changed thee. Thou art my servant. In two places he says, servant. I mean, it's a great honor to say that God's servant you are. And God's person. Thou shalt not be forgotten of me. Never think that I will forget you. What a wonderful thing it is that when we are the children of God, God always remembers us. Not only He remembers us, everything pertaining to us, He has got all of them in His mind. We may forget it, but God will not forget it. Even after so many years of giving an assurance to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, how God could remember it and fulfill it. For the people of Israel, when God spoke to Abraham, after 430 years from slavery, will be released, they will be brought out. See how God, on the very same day after the completion of 430 years, the people of Israel, who were all slaves in Egypt, were brought out. So God will never forget us. We should be assured of us. Sometimes in our difficulties, we may think that God has forgotten me, but it's not so. He will never. We are His children and we are in His mind always. Thank you.